Yes, definitely. Who can stop you? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's start the Q&A. First of all, a very warm welcome and a welcome in Delhi. I'm going to ask from Mr. Majidi. So, it's release week, and this is your first Indian-based film. So, what's your expectations?
حالا شما چقدر هیجان زده ای؟ سلام عرض میکنم خدمت خبرنگاران محترم خانم آقایون. امیدوارم که گفتگوی خیلی خوبی رو داشته باشیم. خیلی خوشحالم که امروز به هر حال در جمع شما هستم. خب فیلم ساوره دو سه روز دیگه به هر حال به نمایش عمومی در میاد. خب طبیعیه که خیلی هیجان زده باشم برای نمایش این فیلم. به هر حال این اولین فیلمیه که من خارج از کشور ایران ساختم و به طور طبیعی برام خیلی مهمه که ببینم نمایش چی میشه و مردم چجوری استقبال خواهند کرد.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy that I'm between you here. Okay. So, hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to be here with you and I hope that we're going to have a really nice conversation together. Of course, in 20th April my film is going to be released and I'm so excited. This is my first film that I shot here, so I would like to see the feedbacks as well.
All right, so what you said, I just want to know that how's your experience working with Ishaan and Malavika?
خب بسیار تجربه خوبی بود به خصوص که به هر حال هر جفت اینا از ما صحبت کنیم یا نکنیم؟
Should I talk or not?
ایشان و ملویکا به هر حال از استعدادهای بسیار خوبی برخوردار بودن و خیلی خوشحالم که به هر حال تونستن که اون چیزی که فراتر از اون چیزی که حتی من فکر می‌کردم ظاهر بشن. واقعیتش اینه که این دو نفر به هر حال جزو خانواده‌های سینمایی کشور هند هستن. ایشان برادرشون به هر حال جزو استارهای سینما هست، آقای شهید کاپور، و ملویکا هم که پدرشون که فیلمبرداری خوبه. ولی واقعیت هم اینه که من وقتی اینا رو انتخاب کردم اصلا هیچ حضور ذهنی نداره، یعنی اصلا هیچ نمیدونستم که به هر حال اینا نسبتی دارن با حال سینما. اینجوری نبوده که به هر حال به خاطر خودشون و توانمندی‌های خودشون بود که انتخاب شد و معتقدم که قطعا فراتر از این خواهند رفت و من مطمئنم که اینها نه تنها در سینما هند بلکه در سینمای دنیا درخشش‌های خوبی خواهند داشت و به هر حال از استعداد بسیار درخشانی برخوردار بودند.
You know, I was very happy that I worked with these two talented persons. I can say that these guys were more than my expectation. Both of them are coming from cinema family, but I should say that I didn't know that Ishaan's brother is a superstar in that moment and he's coming from that part, and even I didn't know about Malavika that she comes from a family that her father is a great DOP here. I selected them based on their talent, and I'm sure that both of them are going to shine, not just in Indian cinema, but in the global cinema.
All right, so very well said, sir. And thank you so much for complimenting them. So Ishaan and Malavika, I just want to ask, Ishaan, this is your first movie, and Malavika, this is your first Hindi movie. So आपने कभी सोचा था कि आप अपना डेब्यू मजदी साहब के साथ में करेंगे?
Firstly, good afternoon to everybody. Thanks so much for being here. नहीं, ऐसा तो मैंने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था कि first of all Majidi sir India में आके film बनाएंगे and that I would get to be a part of it. तो कभी नहीं सोचा था. And I've been a admirer of his work since a very young age because I grew up in a family where we watched a lot of world cinema, so I was familiar with his works. तो नहीं कभी नहीं सोचा था. So it was quite surreal when it happened. It was quite. It took a while to sink in that I'm going to be working with Majid Majidi. So yeah, it was a beautiful feeling and I really enjoyed the experience. So it's been so wonderful.
What about you, Ishaan?
Good afternoon, everyone. Adab, namaskar, hello. To answer the latter part of your question, it's very interesting that you asked that क्योंकि तकरीबन मुझे इस फिल्म को करने का मौका मिला उससे तकरीबन 2 साल पहले मैंने शायद एक ख्वाहिश की थी आप उसे दुआ कह सकते हैं या एक ख्वाहिश कह सकते हैं कि मैं काम करना चाहूँगा with the likes of माजिद मजीदी मैंने ऐसा कहा था अपनी मॉम से कहा था मुझे याद है और but even in my wildest imagination I couldn't have thought that it would be my first film that I would get an opportunity like that. So I'd wished for an opportunity like that, but I never imagined that I would really receive it and go through with it. And so it's the most wonderful feeling. One can imagine how ideal it is if that's something that I wished for and it happened to be my first film. So I feel very grateful and very lucky.
It seems like that you are blessed, right? All right. All right, so moving towards our producer, Ma'am Shahid Mantriji. I just want to ask you, it's for you, it's like dreams comes true because finally you have finished this project with Mr. Majidi. So what's your expectations as a producer?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. And yes, we finished the film and it's been a beautiful journey and we've all come together as a team and it's been a beautiful experience working with him, Ishaan, Malavika. I think we've all come together and actually we've become one family. So of course we all have great expectations. We've worked very hard, put in a lot of energy, a lot of love into the film and we all have great expectations and hope, people love it.
Yeah, all the very best for the whole team of Beyond the Clouds. And can you please talk about your partner, Z, and your future plans?
Z, they are not here today, unfortunately. But they've been great partners and they've been really, really supportive on the project. And together we've worked hand in hand and, come together with this beautiful film. So they've been great partners on this project.
All right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now it's your time. You can ask if you feel like. And अगर आप में से कोई हिंदी में questions पूछना चाहता हो Mr. Majid Majidi जी से, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. We have a Hindi translator as well. Anyone? Yeah.
You got the mic? Does that work?
Hello. May I ask? Can I ask the question?
Just let the mic be close to your lips so that it will be audible to me.
My question is for Mr. Majidi, and I want to ask him how exactly, at what point did you want to make an Indian film? Because this is your first Indian venture, and how exactly did you get this idea?
خب همیشه من فکر میکردم که اگر بخوام یه روز فیلمی بسازم خارج از کشور خودم من چه نسبتی باید داشته باشه اون کشور که من بتونم به هر حال کار بکنم چون میدونی که به هر حال شناخت خیلی عنصر مهمیه نسبت به جایی که آدم بخواد کار کنه. خب بین ایران و هند تشابه‌های فرهنگی بسیار زیادی وجود داره و از سالیان در واقع خیلی خیلی دور این تشابه فرهنگی به هر حال باعث شد که بالاخره این احساس رو بکنم که میشه در واقع در هند فیلم ساخت. از طرفی به هر حال من هند رو در همون دوران جوانی خودم هند رو از طریق سینمای ساتیاجیت شناختم و خیلی دوست داشتم که به هر حال یعنی این هم من رو تشویق کرد که بالاخره من اگه بخوام یه روزی فیلم بسازم در هند خواهم ساخت. خب این نگاه سالیان سال همینجوری با من بود.
You know, always since a long time I was thinking if one day I wanted to make a film out of Iran, where should it be? So between our cultures, Indian culture and Iranian cultures, there are a lot of common aspects. And this similarity made me decide to come here to make this film. And on the other hand, since years back, since when I was young, I knew Indian culture and Indian cinema through Satyajit Ray's film. This was one of the other motivations that I decided to come here to make this film in his country.
در فستیوالا در موقعیت‌های مختلف میدم که به هر حال طرفداران خیلی زیادی داره. تهیه کننده‌های زیادی به هر حال رجوع می‌کردن برای کار کردن، برای مشترک کردن. تا اینکه به هر حال نما پیکچرز از واقعا 7 سال پیش خیلی مرا تشویق به کار در هند کرد. در واقع میشه که پیگیری‌های نما پیکچرز خیلی موثر واقع شد. 8 سال پیش مرتب می‌رفتم میومدم تا اینکه این پروژه خیلی بزرگی داشتم به نام پروژه پیامبر. بعد از اون دیگه تصمیم قطعی شد که بیام و در طول سال‌ها که میومدم میرفتم فکر این بودم که به هر حال یه ایده پیدا کنم که در بمبئی کار کنم، چون بمبئی برای من خیلی موقعیتش خیلی
So, since 8 years, different company was following me, you know, and on the other hand, when my film had different screenings here in different festivals or any other occasions, they had a very good feedback based on my films. And I repeat that different companies, especially Namaha Pictures, who followed me since 8 years, motivated me to come here to make this film. But during these 8 years, I was involved on my other big project, which was about profit. So I had different travels and trips here to this country, and in these trips, I was searching to find a story in Mumbai, because that city is very dramatic for me. So since always I take my stories from the society and the people's life, here is the same thing. During these visits, I got some ideas, and those ideas become the main heart of the story of Beyond the Clouds.
Check. Also, can we have the next question?
Hello, my question is to you, sir. Mr. What? Okay, my question to you, sir, is that most of your films that I have seen have the running theme of children and innocence. And in a fractured world that we live in today, how hard do you think, as a human being, as a filmmaker, and as an auteur, to hold on to that innocence?
تمام شما قبل در مورد کودکان و اون بیگناهی اون جهان کودکان، شما از طرف یک انسان و بیشتر یک فیلمساز چقدر فکر کنید رسیدن به اون بیگناهی، به اون فضا سخته در جهان، در زندگی؟ چقدر سخته داشتن اون بیگناهی در زندگی واقعی؟ نه نفر بزرگسالان، شما فضاتون زندگی کودکانه، ولی اون بیگناهی چقدر میتونه سخت باشه برای ما بهش رسیدن، یعنی چقدر از ما دوره.
خب واقعش اینه که دنیای واقع کودکان. البته خب من فیلم‌های ساختم که هر دو بچه رو داشته دیگه، هم بچه‌ها بودن هم بزرگترها بودن، بعضی از قصه‌هام که اصلا قصه بزرگترها بود، ولی همیشه دنیای بچه‌ها پلیه بین دنیای بزرگترها. یعنی از بچه‌ها در واقع به خاطر اون معصومیت و اون روح لطیفی که دارن حقایق و مفاهیم رو خیلی زیباتر میشه انتقال داد به دنیای در واقع بزرگتر، مثل فیلم چیلدرن آف هیون که بالاخره اون دنیای بچه‌ها با اون دنیای صداقت و پاکی که دارن در واقع می‌تونه پلی باشه به دنیای بزرگترها که از اون فطرت‌های خودشون، اون بچه‌های فطری و انسانی خودشون دور میشن. یک جوری بازگشت به خویشتن، یک جوری در واقع که ما اون کودکی خودمون رو همراه داشته باشیم. کودکی همراه داشتن به واسطه اون لطافت، روح پاکی که در کودکی در ما هست، هر چی بزرگتر میشیم انگار که غباری اون رو میگیره و ما متوجه از دست رفتن معصومیت نمیشیم.
You know, for me, the world of children and kids, I should add that I made the films which were involved for the kids' world and the adult world as well. I have some film which was just about adults, but talking about this matter here, for me, the children's world is a bridge to come to say all those concepts that we can talk about them, like kindness and innocence, which is belongs to that life. Because getting elder and elder, and somehow that kindness and innocence disappear.
به هر حال ما در جهانی زندگی می‌کنیم که متأثر از فضاهای اجتماعی و سیاسی میشیم. هر چی که بزرگتر میشیم در واقع میشه گفتش که فاصله میگیریم از اون وجوه فضای معرفتی که در وجود ماست. کم کم در واقع اون آغشته‌های موقعیت‌های اجتماعی و جامعه سیاسی انگاری که میاد این غباری میگیره این وجود در واقع معصومیت و پاکی ما رو.
You know, and then getting older and elder, we live in a situation in the society which we are under the effect of social and political issues, which all of them in somehow makes dirty this our innocence.
پرداختن به داستان‌های در واقع کودکان در واقع یک جوری یک تذکریه، یک هشداری به دنیای بزرگتر که ما اون معصومیت از دست رفته رو بتونیم پیدا بکنیم و گم نکنیم و اگر اون رو گم بکنیم در واقع میشه گفتش که یک چالش بزرگ برای ما هست. چیزی که امروزه ما در واقع در جوامع بشری داریم می‌بینیم دیگه، این همه جنگ‌ها، این همه بداخلاقی‌ها، این همه در واقع کشتارها از کجا ناشی میشه؟ اینکه ما از اون فطرت الهی خودمون دور و دورتر بشیم، از اون وجوه انسانی و معرفتی خودمون دور بشیم و تبدیل میشیم به یه ربات که در واقع کشتن‌ها و در واقع غارت کردن‌ها برام یه امر علاده میشه. چیزی که امروز متأسفانه ما در بسیاری از جای دنیا شاهدش هستیم، در سوریه، در افغانستان، در عراق که مردم رو به چه راحتی بمبارون میکنن، میکشن و انگار که هیچ اتفاقی نمیفته و جهان هم سکوت میکنه، محافل‌های بشری و غیره هم سکوت میکنه. این اشد گرفته اینه که ما از اون روح معرفتی و انسانی و الهی خودمون دور و دورتر شدیم.
You know, making this film about children's world for me is like a reminder to the adults to remember that's innocence, that we should be careful not to miss it, because missing that will bring us misbehaviors, disasters, all those facts that we are facing these days in the world, all those things that we see now, for example, in Syria, in Iraq, all this war striking, killing people, and these things are going to be happening, and all the world not having any more that innocence are silent in front of that.
Hello. I have actually a question for Majidi sir as well as Ishaan and Malavika. I'll first ask the director. You've also worked, the cast also includes Gautam Ghosh. He's a very well-known filmmaker in Bengali cinema. Did you guys exchange notes when you were filming Beyond the Clouds? What was the experience like? And how did the idea of casting Gautam Ghosh come about?
مثلا شما موقعی که تو این فیلم پاکت با آقای گوش کار کرد که کارگردان خیلی خوب بزرگ اینجا هستن، تجربتون چطور بود بهشون سر صحنه و چطور ایشون رو انتخاب کرد؟
بله، من خب خیلی دوست داشتم که به هر حال تو این فیلم بتونم از خود توانمندی‌های سینمای هند به هر حال استفاده بکنم. خب هند پر از امکانهای خوب در همه عرصه‌ها هست، یکیش هم در واقع بازیگریه. خب چند تا آقای گوهاش هم برام میدونی که هم کارگردانه و هم بازیگره. چند تا فیلم هایی که بازیگر رو تصاویری دیدم احساس کردم که خب خیلی چهره ایشون به این نقش نزدیکه و از ایشون دعوت کردم. ایشون هم در نهایت تواضع پذیرفتن و همکاری خیلی خوبی داشتیم. جا داره که یه بار دیگه من اینجا از آقای گوهاش تشکر کنم که برای این تواضع رو به خرج دادن که بیان در یک نقش کوچیک اما مهم در این فیلم ایفای نقش بکنن.
So, you know, I tried to use all the potential in India in this industry because here is full of these potentials and in acting as well. I watched some of his works. As you know that he is a director, but he's an actor as well. When I saw his works as an actor, I saw that his face is matching my character. So we talked to him and he accepted very kindly. So I get this chance to thank him again for accepting this character, which looks like a small character, but it has a very important role in this film.
Okay, Ishaan and Malavika. Beyond the Clouds is a very, it's from the trailers it looks a very deep film. Was it emotionally very draining while filming the film? Was it emotionally draining?
Alright, so this will be the last question from your side, guys. Thank you. Yeah, carry on.
Oops. I'll try and give an elaborate answer. Yes, it is a very deep and poignant film, as you said. And it's only wonderful to be able to be part of a world like this that is so well etched out and so beautifully written. And so, yes, there are moments in the film that can be emotionally draining to perform. But at the same time, I also feel like it is extremely cathartic. And one can also be left feeling lighter after having performed such scenes. But I feel as if I feel like the preparation for those scenes is more draining than actually performing them. I mean, oftentimes it can be physically exhausting, but it's more difficult mentally and emotionally for certain scenes. But having said that, like I said before, I think it is also very cathartic, so you feel better for it most often after having performed them.
Right. All right. Get
My
here.
answer's left.
Sorry,
Yeah?
sorry.
Don't do this to me. Well, yeah, as an actor, it was definitely very, very challenging, very emotionally draining, but in the most creatively satisfying way possible. I've done a lot of things that I've never done before. I've done about 3-4 films in Malayalam. It's my first Hindi film, like he said earlier. I've gone into spaces I've never gone before, physically and emotionally, to do justice to the character. Even physically, I looked different in the trailer, and a lot of work was put into that, you know, in terms of what I wore and how I dressed, and even losing a lot of weight for certain sequences. And even emotionally, it was very challenging, but to be able to undergo this journey with somebody like Majidi sir, and the rewarding feeling that you get when you get a very challenging or a difficult scene right, it's so beautiful. And as an actor, you always want to do things